So a short clip before I change my keycaps from MT3 back to MP profile. This is the KBD fans crayon, and this is the MT3 2048. Anyway, so stylistically, I just love this set, the MT3. I loved it since I first got into this hobby. And these are borrowed from somebody that wants to sell them, and I really wanted to keep them, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm not, and why I still prefer the MP profile. So this is obviously a personal preference, but here's why I prefer it, and you might too. Maybe some of you guys like write a lot and stay with your hands in here. In this case, the sculpting of the MT3 might be a positive thing. I don't know. For me, I realized that I don't really do this. So I keep my keyboard quite forward a lot of the time, so my hands are not like a T-Rex like this, but rather flat. Don't mind this finger, it's just the anomaly of my hand. And therefore, I also tend to move my hands around, especially since I usually work in graphics or 3D models, and I have one hand on my mouse, and I try not to move it on the keyboard too much, so my left hand like goes where it needs to go. Therefore, the sculpting is not a good thing, but rather a bad one. Imagine I want to hit like Control-C, Control-V. Control-C, Control-V. It's a lot more pleasant to hit Control-C rather than Control-V, since I hit this edge of the V key when I hit it like this flat. I don't know, maybe some people do something like this. They stand really like crouched with their fingers, and maybe the inclination of the top part of the scoop of the V is a good thing, that it's slanted. But the way I personally use the keyboard, moving my hands around, especially my left one, is definitely more comfortable to have the keys flatter, or actually flat like they are in here. Also, if I use the arrows and other parts of the keyboard. Another advantage is that the knob is really a lot more accessible if the keycaps aren't as tall as these ones. When I had all of my MT3 here, I could it's hard to pull, but anyway, I can put my knob sit a bit higher without showing the bottom in here, but it's still, it will be kind of the same height as these two keys, the MT3, and it's still harder to adjust or use rather when it's fully in. And also I have the two adjacent MP keys, which are considerably smaller, and it's easier to just rotate the knob. So yeah, this is what happens. I also like move my left hand in this area of the keyboard if I want to keep my hand on my mouse, and so on. So I don't use this angle, this scooping angle, like I would sit with my hands on the mid row and just do this. I tend to hover my hand where I need it. Also, if I'm using two hands, if I hit I don't know, like Alt or Control or any modifier around here and one of the F keys, I don't tend to do like this. I tend to just move my hand where I need it. Otherwise, I just love this keycap set, both of them, but really the MT3 it's just lovely, and I love the texture, and I love the scooping. And if they ever did an R3 row, like a uniform R3 a set like the SAs are, I would definitely be interested or actually buy them. Unfortunately with this one, although I really like the looks of it, yeah, I'm reverting back to the MP Crayon, which actually I really like as well, including like visually, but I like the texture more on this one. And I don't know if the scooping is actually necessarily a good thing, but yeah, I'm not sure yet. But for me, I mean, but I don't like the way it looks. What I like about the MPs, though, better is that you have a larger area for your fingers to press on the keycaps. That's about it. Hopefully, it helps somebody. Till next time.